Hey guys, it's Rachel here, and today I'm going to do a hair dyeing 101 video related to the Clairol Perfect 10 hair color system. So I have already made a video about this hair care system. It was more of a review, but because that video was so popular and people had so many questions, I realized that I wanted to do a video showing how to apply the hair color and just some general tips for hair coloring. So as you can see, this is a before picture. And what I'm going to do is just tell you what you need to do it and show you a little bit of the method that I use in order to color my hair. And you guys will get to see the final result. So for those who are interested, stay tuned. First, what I'm going to do is list the things that you're going to need. First, you want a simple hairbrush. Second, you need obviously the hair color system. And this is in lightest blonde. I don't have the box, but this is the Clairol Perfect 10 in 10 lightest blonde. You're also going to want a old, kind of a grungy towel, something that you don't use every day, but is you can get dirty because you don't want to get bleach on one of your nice towels. And also a grungy t-shirt, which helps a lot so you don't ruin your clothes. And I also recommend having some hair clips. Any kind will work. Honestly, I have tons. These are my favorite, these kind. Or bobby pins. You can just use hair ties, but anything you need to really section off your hair. So I am going to go get ready, and I'll see you in a sec. Hey guys, I'm back. So what I have on is just a grungy t-shirt and obviously this towel. So what you do is you're going to start off with the instruction kit. Looks like this. And if you are using a different system or even using this system for the first time, I highly recommend reading the directions. It's just going to help you get a good idea of exactly what you need to do and all the different parts. But I'm just going to open this up. And inside you're going to find the gloves. And I highly recommend you wearing them. Obviously, you know when you go to the salon, they're not wearing gloves, but for at-home color, I do recommend it. We're not professionals here, so at least I'm not. But so the gloves are just right inside, like this. Voila. So just throw those on. Going to protect your hands, and especially if you're using a blonde kit, you're going to be dealing with some amount of bleach, so I highly recommend the gloves. Alright, and then I'm going to start sectioning the hair with clips like these. So what I'm going to do is start with the bottom section. So I'm just taking the hair right under my ears, basically just the crown, pulling that up, twisting, securing with a pin. Actually, this is going to use 2 pins. It's a lot of hair. It's not exactly a beautiful process, but you'll see how it works. Alright. So then I have my hair sectioned out. Alright. Nice, right? And then what you do is you're going to add the, what is it called? This is the color activating cream, and this is the high gloss color cream. So you're going to need to add these two together. So what you do is you're just going to twist this bottle open, like this. Keep the tip on, and add the high gloss color cream. You're going to have to poke it with a pin or a pencil, like this. And it comes out like a pink shade, looks like that. So then you just add the two together, little chemistry experiment. And you want to get all of the high gloss color cream into the color activating cream. So like you would a toothpaste, you just start from the bottom and squeeze down once you get towards the end. So you want to get the most product you can. It's going to smell pretty strong, so don't be too alarmed. But it does smell like bleach a little bit. Alright, so then you put the cap back on. And then you have to shake it up. Since you left the tip on, you could just shake it like this. Shake that. You want to make sure it's all even, so it's got a little bit of a pink tone. Alright, so now you have your hair dye ready to go. And now there's two different options with this kit. There's this tip, which is just the all-over color tip, and this is a root touch-up kit, and this is more of a comb. Now I like both, but I'm going to use the comb because I have previously used the system, and I'm not going to be applying the dye all over my hair. I'm going to try to keep the ends uncolored because they are obviously still colored from the last time, and you want to minimize the damage. So what I'm going to do is just take this piece off and put on the comb. You do have to be careful with the comb though, because what it is, it has tiny little holes within the comb, and when you're squeezing it, it does come out a little bit onto the towel, so you got to make sure you're all covered up. Alright, so basically I'm just going to get right into it. So what you do is you just start with a section of the hair, and what is important to do is to get right on the scalp, because you really want to get, that hair is going to be the darkest. So you're just going to, and you want to get this part too, this is important. So what you do, you just pull the section, hold the bottle vertically, and squeeze as you pull the comb down. And it's going to distribute the product right into your hair. You can feel it on your scalp. So then I like to see, you can see some of it dripping. So then I like to kind of mat it down, making sure that I've gotten it right into the root, right on the scalp. Not on the scalp, on the hair closest to the scalp. And then just pull it through a little bit. And you can start to see it getting darker because it's covered in the cream. Just make sure it's patted down. Piece from the top. Go back, little buddy. You belong up there. Alright. Now this little piece. Now this is an important piece that sometimes people miss, so you want to make sure to get this because this is right in the front of your hair. So just, sorry, I'm going to try to do it with the other hand so you guys can see better. So just, and squeeze the comb. You can see it come out a little bit. See it drip? No! You want to make sure you don't drip it on yourself. So then, squeeze it right through. Alright, I'm going to do this back section. And you can see the brush is going to drip a little bit. That's normal with the comb process. So you're just going to, you can use the excess right back onto the back of the hair, wherever you are at this point. Just applying it. And what I wanted to mention earlier in the video but forgot is that something that's definitely an option when you're coloring your hair is having a friend help you, because the back is the hardest part to get for everyone. So if you have somebody to help you get the back, that is always good, especially if it's somebody who already has dyed their hair or has dyed someone else's hair. So, highly recommend that. So basically I'm done with this section. Mostly just the roots are saturated, but a little bit through the midsection. So I'm going to come back and show you guys how to do the top. Alright guys, so I have completed the back section. I'll show you what it looks like. It's just up in a clip, and I'm going to do this side, and as you can see this side is sectioned off with just a ponytail holder. I'll show you what this back looks like. Obviously, just back with this clip so that it's all separated because it's finished. And so now we're moving on to one section. I'm doing the section where there's less hair first. And so what I'm doing first is you just want to kind of brush it out. My hair's a little tangly. I'm going to gotten a little bit tangled when it was up in the clips. You just want to make sure it's smooth. Alright. So then I'm just going to start with the front. And you want to make sure you're getting right here, not just this way, so both this way and this way. So with the comb, I'm just going to pull it through a little bit, just like that. And then I just like to pat it in. Now you don't want to rub it against your scalp, because that is going to damage your scalp, but you do want to really pull it through that top of your hair where it's the darkest. Perfect. So moving on to the next section. Just kind of, sometimes you gotta shake it up a little bit to get the product coming out. You can see it come out. And then just pat and kind of pull it through. Right into the root, the comb, and then you can kind of pull it through a little bit. Gotta shake it. And try to be aware of how much you're using. I have medium long hair, and I only need one box, but if you do have really long hair, you might need 2 boxes, especially if this is your first time and you're doing all over color. So pay attention to that while you're doing it. You can just pay attention to how much you have left. Because it's not going to be good if you realize, you know, halfway through that you're 7/8 of the way through the bottle. So just kind of be aware of that and plan ahead if you have really, really long hair. Or just try to be more conservative with the color. Just depends on how much difference you want to see in your hair. So I'm just going to add some to the midsection. Actually, I'm going to try to get this right here, as you can see. Adding the color. Good. So I'm just going to add some color to the midsection and spread it around. Down the shaft of the hair. Pulling. Trying to make sure you're getting these strands pretty saturated. And then I like to pull up on the hair and just kind of get the underneath a little bit to make sure you're not missing any hair. So pulling it over, making sure it's saturated on both sides. This is going to make sure you're not getting a raccoon effect. Make sure you get really rid of those roots. Good. Going down. Make sure you have this piece done. Do that earlier. And you can check to make sure that the top section of the bottom piece is also saturated. So like right here. Some of this is a little bit dry. So I know it's hard to see. I'm trying my best. Get that. Alright. Now I'm going to work on the other section and come back in just a minute. See you soon. Hey guys, I'm back. So what I just did was the under section of the bigger side of my hair. Just wanted to get that out of the way. Just using the same technique as the other side, because this side, where the part is on the other side, has the most amount of hair, obviously. So I just did that section, and I'm going to pull that back. I did take off one of my gloves for a second, because I'm going to brush this hair out. It's a little bit easier if I have free hand. So I just did the underside of this section, you can see now. So now we're going to do the top, which I consider to be the most important part, because this is the part of your hair most people are seeing. So as you can see, currently I have about an inch of root, inch and a half, depending. I'm not exactly remembering when the last time, no, I did my hair right before I left for France, so it's been about pretty close to 3 months, so 3 months, maybe a week. So that way you guys can tell how long, how fast my hair grows and how long I've gone in between, because that's a commonly asked question. So, just gonna brush this hair out. Okay. Put my glove back on. Perfect. And just get centered on this section. So, you're just making sure that you're getting right up at the root and pulling down. I just like to make sure I get all the roots saturated before sometimes I even start on the lighter section, because you just really want to focus on this, because that's what root is right here. Perfect. So now I'm just going to start patting it down, feeling out how much it is saturated right there in the front. Starting with the first section, adding just a little bit more through this top of the strand. Shake it up. Next strand. Sometimes if you pull it out, you won't catch the hair underneath. Patting, pulling. Okay, adding a little bit more. The shaft of the hair. Ooh. Making sure to get here in the back. And by now you'll realize the smell is pretty strong, and for me my eyes sting a little bit, and I can feel it a little bit on my scalp. You try to stay as far away from the scalp as possible, but you're obviously going to get some color on the scalp, and when you are using bleach, it might sting a little bit. It's more of a tingle than a sting, but just want you guys to be aware of that. Just trying to saturate the hair. And then I like to flip it over. Make sure, see I got all that, but this is still kind of dry. So you just want to get some on there. So making sure you're really getting the root. Adding some color throughout. This way it can be pretty easy. Adding it to a large section. Because I do like the hair in the front to be nice and blonde, so I do feel like I use a little bit extra color here in the front. Extra product. Because that is going to help highlight your face. So then sometimes I just twist it. Make sure getting a good amount of saturation. And then what I recommend is, now that I've finished, I'm going to get a little bit of hair back here. This tends to get forgotten. You want to make sure you get that as well, right in the middle of the scalp. So then what you want to do is start releasing all the hair and making sure you didn't miss any sections, because that is obviously super duper duper important. Making sure you get these little, you got a lot of babies here, I do at least, so you want to make sure you get those right even by the ear, especially when you pull your hair back, you can definitely see those. Okay, so start letting all of this out and just feeling around for any drier spots. And it does kind of feel like hay, your hair. But feel on the scalp down here, making sure it's all pressed in. Whew, it's pretty strong now. And then you want to kind of evenly distribute it. You can use a comb or a brush. Comb is actually probably better, but I am going to use a brush. So just brushing it through. Ooh. But just don't tug too hard, because this is bleach and you are already damaging your hair, so you don't want to pull any of it out. A little too much at least. Woo. Alright, so I'm able to comb most of it out, brush it out, and then what I do is I just kind of twist it a little bit, like this, and now you get to wait 10 minutes, which is not a very long time. That's why it's called Perfect 10. Some boxes are a lot longer, up to 30 minutes, maybe even more. The longest I've ever done is a 30-minute box. So it goes by pretty fast, and then I'm going to hop in the shower and use the Color Seal Intense Conditioning Cream. And when you go in the shower, all you do is you rinse the hair. You do not shampoo it. Do not shampoo it. Only rinse it and use the cream. So, and then you wait until you feel like all the product is out, the water is rinsing totally clear, and then you use the color cream. Alright, so I'll catch up with you guys soon, and you'll see the final result. Hey, so here is the finished product. So all I did was I rinsed my hair in the shower, and waited till you can see kind of the pink comes out of the hair. So you wait until that is all out, all the pink. The water stops running through pink, and then apply the Clairol Perfect 10 Nice and Easy Color Seal Intensive Conditioning Cream. And this stuff is amazing. It makes your hair feel like pure silk. I love it. And what you do is you use a good amount of it, and then you can use it for six weekly treatments. So just use it once a week as a deep conditioner. It'll help seal the color in and make your hair feel so good. I love this stuff. So that is all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was really long, but this is the final result. And I hope you guys learned about this system, and go out and try it if you're interested. So thanks for watching. Bye.